Shadow of Destiny on the PlayStation 2. This is playing on an actual PS2, ran through a RetroTink 5X onto my television, onto the computer monitor, which you are seeing now. Shadow of Destiny is a third-person adventure mystery game. I'm just going over the options so that it doesn't kick over into the, like, attract screen, like, you know, that trailer that plays. It is a mystery adventure time travel game where you play as Ike Kush, who's right beneath us, who at the start of the game dies. Right off the bat. Right off the bat, kicking it off, we're going to switch to a different doorway emphasis just for a little fun. Right off the bat, first things first, Ike's dead. F. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, that's cool. Hey, listen to this. Listen. You go into load and it adds another little drum pattern, some added voices. Whoa. Oh, you thought there was no save? I think the save's here. I pray. Yeah, we're good. And you are given a deal from Homunculus. Homunculus, who Ike refers to as, "You're the big S, Satan." The Homunculus says, "Here, I have this time travel device that I'm going to offer you. And you can go back a certain amount of time before your death and alter the course of the world so that you stay alive on some Final Destination shit." And so, let me show you the digipad, which is the device right here. Now, we currently just arrived in 1979, which is 22 years in the past, because the Homunculus put us here and said, "Good luck, idiot. Like, I have these powers, I can do whatever I want with them. Best of luck, buddy." We also went back to 1580 at one point and stopped a tree from growing because the killer that tried to kill us jumped out of a tree and stabbed us. So we had to go way back to the 1500s, stop the tree from being planted so that in the modern time, that tree wasn't there for the killer to try and, kill us. We don't know who the killer is. That's what we're trying to figure out. That's what we're unraveling here. We don't know anything about any character motivations, really. Ike is a bit of a himbo. He's just kind of like walking around with his mouth agape, doesn't really have any clue what's going on, just reacting to the world around him as opposed to proactively trying to find answers. I love him. Also, yes, Homunculus is played by Charles Martinet doing his best gay voice, and it's a great voice. Charles Martinet, for those who don't know, Mario. The way that the game uses stereo audio to put the Homunculus voice, like, so close and ASMR in your headphones. Big headphone check for this game, because it's great. You just reminded me, Mushroom Lantern, I meant to pull together a bunch of information about Junko Kawano, as well as Charles Martinet, and it totally slipped my mind with kind of the stress that I've been under over the last week. I do promise, I do want to kind of give you a bit more backstory into the writer, director, and character designer of this game is all one Junko Kawano, and she is also responsible for the character designs in Suikoden 1, and is now part of that Ayuden Chronicles spiritual successor to Suikoden that did so well on Kickstarter. So, very exciting. But here we are. We were just inside this art museum in our modern time in 2001, and it was one of my favorite low-key quiet moments in a game I've played in a very, very, very long time. Just walking room to room while this beautiful piano melody, little sparse ambient, almost Breath of the Wild-y thing started playing. Here we go. Why did that just... I don't know why that did that. Maybe I can't walk off this... Yeah, okay. I'm in... What? I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on now. And so I'm excited for the quiet moments. I'm excited for there to be more just moments of walking around and looking. I don't know why craziness is happening. Maybe I have to go back to the museum as opposed to leaving the museum? I don't know, but I know that the game does not like what I'm doing right now. I think I messed up. And the save got deleted when I loaded it. That's how they combat save scumming. It is ticking like a bomb.
Life is a wheel of changes.
That was certainly not good. I don't know what to do. It said that it deleted when I reloaded it. Yeah, no data. We gotta go back considerably. That was not good. That was not good at all. Alright. Well, I forget where we last saved. What a way to start when you're trying to explain the game. The top of Chapter 3. Chapter 3 was... the museum, right? I think we're alright. Yeah, and I can skip. Okay, alright, we're alright. We're not too far back. I can skip all these. We had that vase drop on our head. This is gonna be alright. And this is gonna be Eckert calling.
Oh, Mr. Eckert.
Cool.
Weren't you supposed to come around to my museum today? If you're not, I was thinking about closing up here.
I'm sorry about that. I'm
Let me
going to
turn
head
it up
there
for you
right
guys.
now. That's right. I was supposed to stop by the museum. I better get going.
Yeah, let's turn it up to there. Alright, to the museum we go. There's a couple people I want to talk to. I want to talk to this young film director.
Is anything wrong?
What do you think of this?
Huh?
This. What do you think of this? The movie this poster's for. It's pretty popular, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, that
What's
was
the setup for a
bizarre.
hit
I don't know what we are gonna
I
have to
don't
do
have
to
a
combat
clue.
that. I think I missed the storyline thread as to what I was supposed
Maybe
to do there
it's the
in
method thing.
last week to this week.
Filmmakers or the director's life experience. Oh, I should have tried more things when I was young. I'll be 50 soon, and then it's all over. Life is short. You there, make sure you leave with no regrets, all right? Live each day as though it's your first and last.
Okay.
One other thing that I wanted to note: 7. It's not completely confirmed across different sites. Say different things. I believe 7 endings are in this game. I think there are 6 different endings and then a true ending to make 7. Right? That's how that works. 6 plus 1. And we will be getting them all. So there are different moments that cause timeline splits. And so in each chapter, we have to do certain things in order to trigger different routes. So this is the art museum. This is my favorite place in the whole game so far. Like, without question. This slow, quiet... Like, it feels like a real place, but it also very much feels like a fabricated video game location. It's in this weird, you know, in-between. Like, this is, like, the strangest design of the grandfather clock next to, like, a moose and 4 deer next to this trains and tractors and a cannon standee. But, like, at the same time, it's so delicate and cute, and I really, I just love this. I love how it all feels. I'm excited to, you know, find more and maybe go back into that location. In different timelines and see what happens. And it's a museum, but it's also a house. Yeah.
I'm sorry I'm so late.
Well, that's okay. Here, take a seat somewhere.
This will be good to get us up to date.
So, what can I do for you today? Did you come to see my paintings again?
No. Well, I mean, that's what I was going to do, of course, but... Hey, Mr. Eckert, do you know anything about alchemy?
Right.
Why the sudden interest?
In the 1500s.
Research of some kind?
Well, not exactly.
Well, let me see. I'm not really well up on it, but there was someone notable in this city, a man named Dr. Wagner. He was supposed to have been a magician or a scientist or something. I don't know anything much more than that, though.
I see. Do you have any documents and things from that time?
I think... Wait a second. Was this the one? Whew, Here, I'll lend this to you.
Aperture Science logo.
The Magician of Our City.
It's a Portal game?
It's a fairly old book, maybe the oldest one here. I think it includes things like stories about real alchemists that worked in this city, recipes for the elixir of youth, even copies of documents from the era. Of course, you need to take it with a pinch of salt, maybe a fistful. If there really was an elixir, I'd want it myself. I'll let you know when I need that book back. By the way, do you like cats? Mine had a litter the other day, as you can see.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Okay, but if you have a friend or anyone who wants a kitten, let me know. Are you going straight home
Keep that
today?
in the memory banks.
No, I was going to walk around the city some more before going home.
Was?
It's nothing. Just some personal stuff.
Well, anyway, I have some more work to do, so I'll keep the place open until I'm done. Feel free to look around. It's better for the paintings to be looked at by someone who really appreciates them.
Thank you, I will.
Love that line. God, old book. 12 minutes passed. Let's look at some of these paintings. The Squire's Crest. So, here's the thing. Has it become a problem the crest is gone? This is very interesting. I don't know if we still have it in our... We do. So, the way that this game works is you have to get items to do different things in the past. So, for example, I told you that we made it so that the tree wasn't planted in 1580 so that in the modern day, the killer didn't jump out of the tree and try to kill us. Well, the guy that was planting the tree wouldn't do anything, wouldn't stop planting the tree unless we had an official seal proving that we were sent by the squire to inform him to stop planting the tree. So we took a ladder, we stole the crest from the top of the mansion there, and now in the art museum, 420 years later, there's a painting about the crest being missing. This is already as complicated as a Nier game. Yeah, this is like Nier without any of the combat. So there's the man trying to plant a tree. That's who we stopped. Oddly dressed man. He looks very similar to me. Collapsed house. Where is this? This must be. Alchemist creating antidote. Ike sees a lot of himself in this guy. And yeah, could be the guy that was juggling earlier in the white robe with the mask on when we brought everybody to the town square so that there would be more witnesses around and we wouldn't get stabbed in the back in the alley. So there's a lot going on. There's certainly a lot going on. And so here we go. Let's do... This is where progress happens.
How are things?
Headphone check.
Who's there?
Now, this is the first time you see Homunculus in a human form.
I've heard that voice before.
Of course you have. Do you remember me now? I was the one who saved you. You should be a little more appreciative.
We did.
What's going on around here? Who are you?
I'll explain in a
That's
second.
not very nice. Can't you be a little more polite? I am Homunculus. Not that there's much in a name. I've been waiting a long time to see you again. I've looked for you everywhere. By the way, are you using the digipad?
Have you come here to kill me?
Hmm? I think you misunderstand. I'm only trying to help you. Certainly not murder you. It's just that I don't know how to give you any direct help. And that's the truth.
I think I'm going out of my mind.
I can't seem to convince you, can I? This is really very difficult.
I forget what we said last time. Ike's the kind of guy to ask the homunculus straight up for proof. I don't think Ike is the kind of guy to say, I gotta get out of here. Ike's a little too dense for that. I don't remember what we said last time. I asked for proof last time? I said that exact same thing last time? Okay. Alright, well, we're sticking to it. We're sticking to it then. Alright, cool.
In some small measure.
What the?
Alright, 1979. Here we go. And there's the young filmmaker who just saw a man time travel.
Hooray!
Oh yeah, he's gonna be a dad, right? Oh, I'm glad we replayed this part.
Oh gosh, didn't realize anyone was out here. Sorry about yelling and everything.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
You see, my wife finally had our baby, so you can imagine and it's a girl too. The hospital just called me.
Wow, congratulations. Do you work at this museum?
No, I'm sorry. My name is Eckert. I've just taken over from my father as the director of this museum.
What? You're Mr. Eckert?
Yes, is there anything I can do for you?
Ike, come on.
No, nothing.
You've already gone back to 1580. You should know how this
Wait,
works by now.
What am I doing? I have to think about what we're gonna call her. Hey, great to meet you. Bye.
The digipad. It doesn't work.
He's very slow to catch on. All right, I gotta pay attention.
Just a small example of what I can do. How will you get home now? You'd better solve that on your own. You should be able to handle a little thing like that, huh?
What am I supposed to do? There used to be something in here. If I get some...
Oh, okay. I just need the power source. So here's what happened. We stopped right here last time, okay? And when you quit, when you exit the game, it makes a one-time save. That's a self-destructing save. So when you load that, like, continue save, it deletes itself. So we loaded the save and then died because I think we lined up with the time frame where we were to die in the present without solving it. And so we died. It was game over. We could not reload that continue save anymore because it had already self-destructed. So I had to restart from the top of chapter 3. That's what happened. That's the course of action. So the problem is we have to find a power source in order to get back. Because, I mean, let's check the notebook here. I guess I need those little balls of light to make the digipad work. Anyway, I think I'll look around and see what I can find. Borrowed a book called The Magician of Our Town by Mr. Eckert. Since I'm here, I may as well take a look at the museum's paintings. Phone call from Mr. Eckert, promised me the museum. Okay. And they're just scattered around on the ground. So I think that ticking time bomb... Here we go. Okay, now we're going to be able to...
Now I can get back.
Good. Okay. It's best that I return as soon as possible. I like that the cutscene, you know, is in-engine enough that it happens wherever you are standing. That's really nice, as opposed to, like, you know, locking it into certain locations.
Well, what do you think? Are you a little more convinced? Dear.
Ike runs away without saying a word. Oh, there's the... That's what killed us. That's the urn that killed us. They got dropped from the window.
Can I ask you something?
Yes.
Mr. Eckert, do you have a daughter? Oh!
It's all right. I'll take
I
care
love
of it
this
later.
music.
I'm sorry.
I didn't think I ever mentioned my daughter to you.
Well, no.
These cats.
I do have a daughter, or rather I did. She was taken by some madman right after she was born. My wife was killed in the same attack.
Whoa.
Does that answer your question?
I'm sorry. I had no idea.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
I'm so sorry.
God damn it.
Must be hard.
Any luck? Well,
Okay, I'll believe you for now. And I'm grateful that you gave me another chance at life.
Yeah, you know, well, I'm grateful you gave me another chance,
Now
I
we're
guess.
talking. Well, I'm really counting on you. If you die, I'll be in trouble too, you know.
I don't really get it, but are you sure about this? I mean, I can't do anything except for myself.
But that's all right. It's the way things should be. As you can see, my body is very fragile and won't let me do much. I picked up a baby the other day, and it was really quite terrible. Absolutely exhausted me. I won't ever do that again.
Now what?
So because of all that, I can only provide you with some backup.
What a weird
aid.
line.
Oh, I almost forgot. You will see that red stone.
Oh, yeah.
Time. When you do,
What's her name, Dana?
if you acquire it somehow, I would like you to give it to someone called Dr. Wagner. That's all for now. I'll be seeing you.
One thing I read about the PSP port. Homunculus has huge Q when he was turned into a human vibes. Q from what?
What on earth is going on around here?
One thing I read about the we definitely want to save after we learned what happened. Oh, Star Trek. Got it. Yeah, still don't know anything about Star Trek. One thing that changed in the PSP port is a full redub. So all of the characters have been redubbed over. It's a whole new 2 seconds. What? Okay. All right. I thought that we just like loaded into death.
Is there any way you can avoid being stabbed to death? What about putting something like an iron plate under your clothing? And if you make good use of that, perhaps... Please, make a good job of it.
Well, we have the crest that we can put under our clothing. They changed Dr. Wagner because this is a German town, Lebensbaum. They changed it to Dr. Wagner in all of the lines in the remake. Not remake, port. Redub. Okay. Little Rain. Got black and white picture. So I can't do anything. I can't do anything with that. So that's not the answer. I need something hard to wear on my back before I'm killed. Something hard like a steel plate. So should we check the... the cafe?
Cue Final Fantasy music.
You know that used to be my resub used to be the Final Fantasy music. That is Cave Story item acquisition. Hi Bluma, how are you? Thank you so much for 6 months, man. It's crazy. The 6-month mark is hitting. All the GoatedQuest 6-monthers. How are you? How's it going? No, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. I wouldn't expect you to remember. So what is this? Oh, this is the cafe. Okay, it's closed. So the steel plate's not... we don't take it from the cafe. Where do we take it from? Alchemist's house, the bar, the church, the bakery. Oh, antique shop could be the move. Okay, so we want to go... northeast through the city hall, and then northeast. Okay. Just woke up from a nap. Very nice. I slept far too much today. I overslept like crazy today. It was very bad. I don't want to talk about it. Get a steel plate at the antique shop, perhaps? Ooh. Ooh, this is what I'm talking about. Ike, please wear a suit of armor. Ooh, there's the freaky mask that the juggler was wearing. Please tell me we wear that suit of armor. Hey, Goat, been lurking since you started. Was on a call with my ex-boss. Hey, no problem, no problem. Hope you're doing well, Cheesesteak. How was the Fallout night? Had a rough one, needed a decent sleep. I hope you're doing alright. Hope you're doing alright. I think rough ones are... I don't know. Maybe it's just like what I've noticed, but rough ones are seeming common in the last couple of weeks. Doing better now. Very, very good.
Every item is preserved in its original state.
I didn't do my Wednesday review of Diablo Immortal. I'll just say fuck that game. Hey. I've read similar things. Doing better now, very good. Sometimes a nap will do it. Sometimes a nap will do it. I had chicken fried rice for dinner. That did really well for me. After sleeping in all day and, you know, still haven't heard anything back from this job, but I'm not going to waste my time talking about it. When it happens, it happens. If it happens, it happens. Regardless. Don't want to overthink it. That was found in the tower of the former lord's home. I don't want that. With a history like that, it seems valuable, doesn't it? I want this suit of armor. Excuse me.
Yes? We're going out for something to eat after this.
Okay, then go out for something to eat. I need your suit. I need the suit of armor.
What do you want? What do you want?
I want the suit of armor.
Please feel free to look around.
I like your place, but I want the suit of armor. Who are you?
What do you want?
Where'd you come from? I got electromagnetic brain zaps from my psychiatrist, so that was a good boost. Cool. I've never done anything like that. Sounds like it'd be a good boost.
Please.
Okay. Can I... Oh, wait a minute. This goes back about 100 years ago. What will I find? Okay, they want me to go back to 100 years in the past. Let's do it. Let's check it out. Here we go. See ya, everybody. Really great treatment. Doesn't have the same effects as, say, like a true electroshock. In fact, doesn't really have any side effects. Yeah. Ooh, check this out. Snowy. And, like, maybe all in black and white? Yeah. Not just snowy, it's all in black and white. 1902.
Yes? Do you work at this museum?
Museum?
What? This building is a...
This is my home. We've been here for generations.
It's Pleasantville.
As the descendants of the regional squire. Now.
Oh, okay.
First it was my parents, now my wife. All in such short time. That leaves just myself and the two children in this castle of a house.
Great, perfect
You're right,
use.
It's too large for just the three of us. Perhaps it ought to be a museum, just as you say.
I'm sorry.
No, I didn't mean that as sarcasm. Don't be offended. Actually, I'm grateful for the advice.
Great stash, too.
To tell you the truth, I'd been thinking that I should just get rid of this house. Too many memories of my wife to bring me sorrow. But a museum, that's something I haven't thought of.
True Wilfred Brimley
Maybe a good
stash,
thing a
truly.
museum. Perhaps this is meant to be.
Whoa, we're causing a little bit of
There are
a
enough pictures in that collection of my forebears.
little bit of a paradox here.
It seems he had an artist he favored.
Yeah, Carl
You mean
Franzen.
Carl Franzen?
Yeah.
How did you know that? Are you checking into this house? I don't remember telling anyone that it was for sale.
Ooh.
No, please don't misunderstand. It's just that I happen to like his paintings. And it's not like, you know.
Well, all right then. I've made up my mind anyway. I'll turn a part of this building into a private museum and open the collection of paintings to the public.
Cool.
That way I can take care of the children while I work. Besides, I know that there's at least one admirer of Carl Franzen's work. All right, that's what I'll do. I owe you many thanks.
That was a roller coaster.
By the way, allow me to introduce myself, if somewhat belatedly.
Something Eckert.
My name is Alfred Brum.
Oh, okay.
Nice to meet you. I'm Ike Kush.
I'm grateful to you, Ike.
Yeah.
Come inside. We'll have tea or
He
something.
was like confused by
Okay.
us, then happy for the suggestion, then wanted to fight us. And now we're going in for tea?
Ooh, sorry.
He's just gone to sleep, finally.
All right then. Come out by yourself, Sibylla. Will you make tea for our guest?
Sibylla.
If I must. Here you go.
Oh, thank you for the tea, dear. Oh, yes. I should
He is
tell my
scared of
sweet
babies.
Sibylla, I've decided to turn this house into a museum. What do you think?
Whatever you decide is always good enough for me.
Wow.
Thank you. I was a little afraid that you'd object.
Oh, it's much, much better than selling this house.
I see. I'm sorry I made you worry that much. I know.
Dude, look at that man spread
Let's have a
relax
photograph taken.
on the couch.
If we're going to
Just
start
a
a museum,
full
we'll
lean
need to
back.
renovate. We'll all get a picture taken with the house before then.
I've never seen anybody chill that hard on a couch.
Please join us, Ike. There's no time like the present. I'm going to fetch the photographer this instant.
Mr. Franson? This early in the morning?
Franson?
Oh, yes, he's descended from the painter Carl Franzen. Maybe
With
that's
company
why he's a
over for tea.
photographer. He's a good friend of mine. I can count on him to come if I need him. Just wait a little while.
Okay, a descendant of Franson? Yo, what if
Sibylla,
the
you hold the
film
fort and watch
director
the baby, please.
in the modern day is a descendant of Franson, and so it's painting to photographs to movies? What if he's a young Franson?
Did you persuade Father not to sell the house?
No, I didn't do anything like that. This is something your father decided on his own.
Oh, I see. But I'm awfully glad that the house won't be sold.
Franson in the future will be a video game dev? Yo, now we're talking.
Oh, it's coming undone.
This was her
yet.
adventure cheesesteak. No horror in this.
Give it to me. I'll mend it for you.
This is pure mystery adventure.
Oh, that's okay.
Like a point and click.
Don't worry. I may look little, but I can do anything.
What the hell?
Everything besides cooking, that is. That's for Father to wear in the festival soon.
Oh, is that the white robe?
I sewed that too. So don't be shy. Are you cold? If you just put that costume over you. I'll be done soon.
Is that why he's the Carl front that looks like me? No, there's no way. I'm overthinking it. Is Ike's turtleneck velvet? It should be.
Almost done. You do look funny. It suits you. Let's have the picture taken like that.
Why do you throw the mask off? Jugglery. What a weird little game.
What is it?
I love it. Alright, where's the picture? Oh, something glowing here? Ooh, what's this?
Isn't that an interesting egg? Father bought it for me the other day.
It's in color.
There's paper inside it, and you can write letters on there. But I don't need it anymore. You can have it.
How come?
You're feeling the
I
jugglery?
was gonna write, please don't sell the house, and give it to Father. But now that he said he's not going to let the house go, it's all right.
No, we're in our jugglery era, Nancy. We're deep in our jugglery era. Man, Ike's piercing green eyes.
Isn't there an iron plate?
An iron plate? What do you want something like that for?
Well, I just kind of need one.
There's nothing like that here. What is it for? Do you need to grill something?
It's Shut Up and Grill Summer, you know it.
Nothing like that. Hey, wait a second.
What is it?
A frying pan. Do you have a frying pan? Oh, you must have one.
A frying pan.
No.
It's the one thing she
When
can't
Mother
do.
died, Father had all her things taken away. So we only eat what the housekeeper brings nowadays.
Man's
No one will
going
let me cook
PUBG
yet, you
mode.
see.
Oh.
But cafes and restaurants must have lots of frying pans.
Okay.
You're right. Good thinking, Sibylla.
You're welcome. But it's too early for
What the
any of
housekeeper
shops to
brings
be
over.
open.
Oh, yeah, come to think of it, there was a bunch of frying pans in the bar where that fire
Early
was the other
1900s
day.
Uber Eats. Yeah. Ever
What is
since
it?
Mom died, they took
It's
away
okay.
all the cooking and
Can I
everything
borrow
that
something
reminds
to
us
write
of the
with?
mom.
And can I use this too?
Sorry, that's on me for cracking a joke. Mm-hmm.
All right. Now it's a question of whether I can make it to that time.
Cool.
Sorry, there's something I have to take care of.
Man, this is so wild. I love this time gate, too. We'll get the jacket. Don't worry about the jacket.
Wonder
Like
if this worked. I'm pretty sure this is where I saw the juggler.
He's making all the rules of time. Let's see his notes here. I've returned to this afternoon. I believe I saw myself walk by when I was juggling beanbags in the public square. So am I just waiting for myself? What do we think? That's not me. A little bit. There's a dog there. 2:05. Weren't we just leaving the cafe at this point?
I guess this is as far as I go.
Do I have the things to juggle? Oh, good call. Good call. Even I can be a juggler with these. Alright, so I stand in the town square and I start juggling. Let's give it a try. Good call. Thanks, Nancy.
There I am. Listen to me talking about no worries. What on earth? There's something in here. Please, let it work. There's a letter inside. To Ike. Please get something like a thick iron plate. What the?
Please get something like a thick iron plate. Alright, back to 1902. Anyway, Civilla, where were we? I'm sorry. I had to take care of that.
I won't fall for the same trick again.
I'm really sorry. I mean that.
Well, I guess you wouldn't go home dressed like that.
It's all set. Everyone, come out to the front.
Come on.
Yeah, but what about my jacket?
You go on ahead. I have to get my baby brother.
I'll get it back. I shouldn't worry. I shouldn't worry. Ah, what? There he is! That's Franson!
Thank you very much. I'm sorry I dragged you out of bed.
Thank you to you, too. You can change back now.
Okay, we can change back now. Don't worry, Cheesesteak. We can change back now. We can change back now. We're in the picture because we helped...
That's right. I should get changed.
...change the house into a museum, and they wanted to mark this momentous occasion. As opposed to selling it. I don't know why I'm in a jugglery suit.
I thought you changed already.
What? Oh, not yet.
You've got a frying pan already?
Oh, that. It's a long story. I'm sorry, but I have something I need to do, so see you soon.
Come again soon. You can use that key as much as you want.
What?
I saw you.
What are you talking about?
What's the matter? You have to go somewhere, right? You shouldn't be late.
Oh, that's right. Okay, see you.
Man, Ike's getting himself into way too many muddled affairs here.
No, I should go back to the present from here where other people can't see me.
Got frying pan. I want to kind of look at this stuff first. Can I give her another chat really quick before we go?
What is it?
Okay, nothing. I like these little houses. Like fixed camera angle, Silent Hill style. So good. Where's the baby? The baby's in the baby room. Ooh la la. Okay, we have to get out of here.
No, I should go back to the present from here where other people can't see me.
But she can see you, dog. Okay. I believe I saw myself walking by as I was juggling beanbags in the public square. Man, Ike really, he's overdoing it. He's overdoing it. It's best that I return as soon as possible. Okay, so we have our frying pan. Ike, you drama queen.
I guess I managed to escape thanks to this thing.
Oh man, I was so scared for a second. He pulled a fast one on me. I'm gonna save these in different slots, just in case.
Past 8:30 already.
No, I suppose it
use
was
a
a
little
bullet,
food.
maybe?
I guess being hungry is a sign
Was
that
the
I'm still
implication?
alive. Hey, I could go to that place, the one with the fire earlier in the day.
What's up, my guy?
Art museum or library? I heard it was a tough decision. That was almost 100 years ago. I've seen you somewhere. I've seen you somewhere.
Art decision or library. Okay, so now we're heading to the bar that was burning down before. Man, look at this city street. So nice. Little cobblestone action. Wait, this is... Where am I on the map? Okay, so the museum's up here, around this corner. Well, no, it's down this way and then to the left. Yeah. Okay, so this is the museum. We'll get another teleporter unit. What's up? The street music's on? It is. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on with the street music.
Why can't I produce a hit? I mean, really.
We gotta get this guy a hit. How do we get this guy a hit? We gotta set something up.
Why can't I produce a hit? I mean, really.
He's a film director. We gotta get this man a hit. I don't know how. So I think what we'll do, I'm just gonna play this totally blind this first run. We're just going purely off instinct. And then once we do our first clear, we see what ending we get. We'll fill in all the blanks. Because I do want to go for a full completion of this one. I think that this game's really, really cool. So, may as well go back to the bar and get something to eat. Maybe a burger? Yeah, okay, so we can't teleport in this chapter yet. Because I bet you there's a benefit in checking all of the locations every chapter. And, like, seeing how they change, talking to the people, seeing the different thing. But for now, let's just play this a little linear and feel it out one time straight through. Talk about unhinged. Look at this loading screen.
Good evening. Please, have a seat over there.
What's good to eat around here?
Oh, everything. Meat's good, vegetables are good. If you don't have anything particular in mind, well, why don't you try the special?
All right, I'll have that.
Coming right up. You're gonna love this.
He is. He's gonna love it.
The science of alchemy has as its grail two great projects. One is the synthesis of the elixir of life.
Okay.
That which would free
The
mankind from all
Untergrund.
ills
Yeah,
of
that's
the
the.
body.
That's where he makes the food.
The other is an amalgam, purely scientific in nature. The creation of a homunculus, an artificial life. Both require as their central ingredient a red stone, known as the Philosopher's Stone.
But she's gone. She's
the
trapped.
Philosopher's Stone. Wow, could that be?
She's trapped in the year 1480.
Here we shall briefly examine the life of Wolfgang Wagner, whose alchemical prowess was known throughout the region. Though born a farmer's son, he became the ward of wealthy kin after his prodigious intellect was recognized, and pursued studies in medicine and theology at university. Following this period, he seems to have made his living as an apothecary, while pursuing the
It's
science
gonna
of
come back to
alchemy.
bite us. Leaving her
However,
back in
what secured
1480.
his lasting fame was no doubt the manner in which he met his end.
Oh, okay, here we go.
Amid rumors of his engagement in an experiment of great magnitude and duration, Dr. Wagner's house was shaken by a thunderous explosion, and the alchemist himself was never seen again. It is often said that a no more fitting end could have been imagined for a magus such as he.
No! Don't eat it! Ike, don't eat it!
That sounds kind of suspicious.
Here you are. Enjoy.
Ike! Ike, no! This is just like Hitman, except you're playing as the target.
How are things going? Have you found anything out? That's an interesting book you have there.
You want to look at it?
Oh, please, don't shove that near me. I don't like the symbol on the cover.
What, this? You don't like this pentagram kind of thing? You're a little strange.
Well, of course I am.
He's too pure for this whole
I know
world.
the contents of that book. Dr. Wagner, who is mentioned in the book, had a daughter, and she's a very significant figure to you.
What? Like she's one of my ancestors?
But you see, the digit
It's a
pad is drawn to
pentagram-like
that
thing.
page because of the link. Whatever it is, please, don't forget the red stone. I'm looking for it too, but I believe that you are the one who is fated to acquire it. Getting your hands on it will be a step towards avoiding your own death.
He's a top 5 protagonist all time.
Remember that, Ike.
Hey, I need more. Gone again. This is a really one-sided kind of relationship.
Laugh track.
Me and the age this book talks about. What's the connection? What the?
Spoilers ahead, he gets the red stone.
Tired
Uh-oh.
or something?
What's up, Modesa? How are you? Am I tired or something? No, you're poisoned, damn it. Franco, I gotta ask. How are you feeling? This, for those who don't know, this was Franco's pick. Is this what you bargained for? I'm having a brilliant time.
Do you know what you died of?
You're feeling awesome? Alright,
What?
happy to hear it.
It was poison.
Because it was a total shot in the dark.
It uses the female of a type of sea slug as the basic raw material. You can control the rapidity of the effect and the intensity of symptoms by how you blend it. I'd say that was the culprit, but you'll need to look into the details yourself. Why don't
Would have
we
been
try
your
the
pick
library?
as well. Awesome.
I guess it's the art museum now. See you around.
Try the library. Oops, I guess
Guess it's the art museum now? What does that mean?
So we have to go back in time, convince them to make it a library and not an art museum, and then go back to the future, check the museum, and read about the sea slug? That's our plan of action? Alright. Here goes. Where am I going? Digipad. 4 years have passed since I first came here. Oh, that's... Okay, so 1902 is when they changed it to a museum. But it's 1584 now. Wait, should we check in on the sepia tone era? A lot of you guys haven't seen it. Let's see what the book says really fast. The sea rabbit antidote. The library? Maybe there's something that'll help me in the book I borrowed for... Okay, so we got that. I am curious about going to 1584. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. We gotta live a little. The first time we went to this time period, it was 1580. So now 4 years have passed. I don't know what the... And it was night. It was the dead of night too. Remember that?
Come to think of it, she said her father did research. He may be this Dr. Wagner. They may have some sort of a link to me.
Oh, there's the house that was crumbling that they had the painting of.
No, no, it's too dangerous. Don't get too near that house. There was an explosion just now.
Just now?
With him dabbling in all that science, it's no wonder. God sent his judgment down.
Great line read.
Is this Dr. Wagner's house?
Oh, so you knew.
Ah,
him,
drat, we
did
just
you?
missed
Well,
it.
Anyway, you
It
best
just
not stick your
exploded.
nose in, or you'll be cursed too. See if you don't.
Oh, that Dr. Wagner? Ah, sorry, his house just exploded.
It was Dr. Wagner's place.
Well, the dog's guarding it. Can we go in? Guess that's our answer. I guess what? Oh, is there a back door? Can't go in the back door. And that dog does not want us going in there. That's for sure. I'll provoke the dog again. Okay, nothing. So you can only skip cutscenes if you've viewed them at least once. And that persists across that game over. Because even though we got that game over, I was allowed to skip stuff. Which is nice.
Excuse me, haven't we met before? I'm an apprentice to an artist who lives nearby.
Okay.
Have you seen anything that might be interesting?
Not yet.
My master tells me to always keep a watchful eye. Really? Have you seen anything interesting around here? Really?
Yeah.
Have you seen
So
anything
similar
interesting around
to
here?
Deus Ex, just keep talking until that skippable dialogue prompt comes up. You just gotta know when you've exhausted dialogue. Like talking to a Dark Souls NPC, they're talking like without any context. So what shop is this? This was the antique shop way back when. What is it now?
What? Looking for meat? Hey, you're kind of cute. I'll tell you what. You can have the scrap meat over there for free.
You know who's gonna like the scrap meat? You know who's gonna like the scrap meat? That piece of scrap meat. Wow. Free shitty meat for a shitty dog. See ya, pup. You did good. I didn't mean to call you a shitty dog. Alright, we gotta check this shit out. Last time Ike walked into a burning building, he died immediately because he just breathed in smoke like right off the bat.
You? Why are you here?
Who are you?
Who am I? Oh, things are getting weird. What's this? Right. He was stuck in there because the dog... I tried to escape. I tried to escape, but the dog was blocking the door. Alright. So we're in the lab. We're back in the lab. And all there was a... Oh, you know what? I have a bad... Dude, we're going back 45 minutes. I have a bad feeling. Oh, I can't. Oh, no, I can go all the way back to the time of Margaret from this location because I have the lab key now. Okay, got it. I read that timeline wrong. We're actually going back 2 years. Oh, but it's not putting us inside the lab. Oh, we have the key. We're good. Hello. Should I see if there's anybody inside first? Wasn't this where the sick mom was with the 2 kids? Was right in that room? Hugo? Yeah, I think that was. And now there's nobody there. Maybe they're in here? No. Nice little house, though. Little tiny room. Nothing. No family to speak of at all. Alright. Down we go. Into the lab.
Is that you, Hugo?
No, I'm...
Whoever you are, I want you out. How did you
Great
get in?
voice. Who is
Look,
this?
Excuse me, but are you Dr. Wagner?
Yes, that is correct.
Wow, say, is that for your research into the homunculus?
Someone has been telling you things you ought not to know. Is it Hugo? But of course, I don't think I've told him yet.
No, it wasn't. Call it a hunch.
A hunch. Well, if you say so. Excuse me, but I must ask you to leave now. And if you can, forget about what you saw in this room, please.
Are you, by any chance, looking for the Philosopher's Stone?
What did you say? You mean that you have it?
Well, no, I don't know if it's the one.
But I did leave
but
a
I
girl
have seen a stone, a
in
red
this
stone.
time.
Ah, should you gain possession of it, allow me a small amount. I beg of you.
Just a crumb. Just a crumb of the red stone, I beg. I beg of you, please. Just one crumb of the red stone. Alright.
Oh, who are you?
Hi. Sorry if I startled you.
Aren't you the one from...
2 years ago.
I think you were looking for someone, weren't you? Quite a while ago. It's been some time. Did you find whoever it was?
No, not yet.
She really
You're
has
still
been here
looking?
stuck
I'm impressed.
for 2 years.
Hasn't it been at least 2 years? Well, I tried finding her too, afterwards, but I didn't have any luck. I'm sorry. But a lot happened to us right after you came. Mother passed away, you know. Oh, yes. Hugo's still at school. He started this year, and he's gotten serious about learning. I think he's decided to follow in our father's footsteps. But I shouldn't just make you listen to me talking. I'm sorry.
It's alright.
So, what brings you here today?
Oh, I just needed to talk to your father, but I'm all done now.
Oh, I see.
Is she my ancestress?
What?
That glazed
Do I have
over
something on my
look.
face?
Oh, sorry. I was just... I mean, I didn't mean to... Heck, guess I'll be going now.
Huh? You're going already? Why don't you just stay a while? You can tell me about the future and things. Please.
So everyone thinks I'm from the future after all.
Well, Hugo's the only one who says so, and nobody else believes him. Except me, that is. It's more interesting that way, don't you think? So, tell me, what is it like in your time?
Okay then.
Good. Oh, I have some things to deliver, so I'll walk with you.
Alright, Ike. Here we go. Let's see what new levels of fuckery you get yourself into here.
There's someone, a friend of mine, called Mr. Eckert. In my time, he's a director of an art museum.
Yes, and?
Ooh, look
Well,
how she's
I met
walking.
Mr. Eckert's great-grandfather about 100
What is that?
years in the
Pigeon-toed
past.
when
and you
your
won't
feet
believe
walk
how
like this?
alike they look.
Facing each other?
The face and hair. Well, they're both pretty young, but the hair...
You mean a little thin, maybe like the Squires?
The Squire?
And I mean in the same way. You know, on the top.
I guess that sort of thing is in the blood.
Yeah, come to think of it, they both had a daughter. Oh.
What is it?
Well, Mr. Eckert said his daughter, she's gone.
You mean something happened to her?
Yeah, a crime of some sort. But like 20 years ago. And the funny thing is, it seems like he's still waiting for her to come back.
So many little stories.
I see. I guess that happens. It's like Hugo not being able to forget Mother. Family ties are strong, aren't they?
Really cool that you're seeing like this one town and everybody has
Say, it's
their
gotten dark already.
lineage.
Sorry if I've kept you.
Not at all. I enjoyed the conversation. Oh, here we are. Will you wait a second?
And 6 different endings too. I wonder how much of the ending is the ending and how much of it is
Dana?
like a route. You know what I mean? Nice hustle, Ike. Good hustle. Like, I wonder how much our little decisions are creating, like, massive fluctuations. Like, going back here as opposed to going back to the 80s or whatever. And, like, even now, like, going to Margaret or going and searching further for Dana. Because I don't necessarily remember where Margaret was. Is that her? Yeah, okay. It's very cool.
What's the matter?
It's just that she looked like her.
That girl you've been looking for?
Yes, but I lost sight of her. Maybe it wasn't even her.
Well, I need to go home now. Is that all right?
Of course. Sorry about that.
It's okay. But you really are from a different world altogether, aren't you?
Dang.
Well...
Don't worry. I won't tell anyone about the things you've told me. Not that anyone would believe me anyway.
Thank you. It would be better if you could. I don't think I should be leaving anything behind in this age. Not just actual things, but talking about stuff too, like I just did.
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, like, suppose I were to kill someone in this age.
That's a terrible thing to say.
Yeah, come on.
Bad example?
Yes.
Well, anyway, if that person were supposed to live till
'cause he's trying to make
and have
himself.
lots of kids and grandkids, but if I interfere with his life at this point, those kids and grandkids will never
Is it all
be
coming
born,
together now?
and all their descendants in my time will just disappear. Do you get that?
Do you get that?
Yes, I think so.
No, I would not make myself, but I'm not Ike.
So the more I interfere with the past,
It's just Back to the
more
Future.
the future will change. It may not be as serious as that example I just used, but anything I do here could affect the future.
It's true. Watch shit get really freaky because Ike's just meddling too much.
I don't quite understand yet, but I'll sleep on it. Your age is very interesting to me. I wish I could see it.
It's nothing exciting. Kind
Is
of
he taking
boring,
her to
really.
the future?
But I still want to see what it's like. I don't know why, but I feel
That's
such
a total
strange
Ike move to
towards
take
it.
her into the
Won't you take me
future.
to your time?
No.
Okay,
I
alright.
can't do that. It's not possible. The future will change. After all, you're my...
Huh? You're what?
Alright, both of these are Ike-ass answers. To start the sentence, get midway through it, and then go, oh, nothing. Or to really just say it. Listen, Franco picked the game. Franco's saying say it, Ike. Do we have any other dissenting opinions to where he should double back and say, oh, nothing? Lay it all out on the table? Alright. Here we go.
Wait a sec. Did I just say something really important?
What? I couldn't hear you.
Do we double down? We're getting a double or literally nothing. The second choice is nothing. We're doubling down? We're fucking up the time stream? Alright. Here we go.
It's not as though I've looked up whether I'm descended from you or not. But you should forget about me and live a regular life here in this world.
Oh, I see. An ancestress, huh? That's how you see me. I thought... Well, never mind.
Yeah, she thought you
It
were
doesn't
in
matter.
love, dude.
I didn't mean...
Yeah, you big ol'
I'm sorry if
himbo.
I've been a bother. I was out of line.
Yeah, ancestress was the second time the word ancestress was used.
Margaret.
Oh no. How dramatic. She really is Ike's ancestress.
I was born here, and someday I shall marry someone and have children, grow old and die. And it's all been decided already, hasn't it? And then my child will have a child, then that child too, and all the way at the end of that repetition is you. That's what you mean. And if I were to break away from my time right now, you would never be born.
Something like that, maybe. I can't be sure. I don't have any memory of my parents, so...
I understand. Don't worry about me. I'm all right. You'll come over again, won't you? To tell me all these wondrous things? That's allowed, isn't it?
I will. So, see you again soon.
Franco, they're not like pre-human. Ike didn't invent existential anxiety. What? How old do you think the 1500s are? It's not that.
Yes.
All right, what's next? Let me read my little notebook. Uh-oh, Hugo moment.
Hugo. Did you just get back?
No, I heard everything. I didn't mean to be a snoop, but it didn't seem like I could just walk in.
Hugo's gonna fuck it all up. He's like, I never promised not to tell.
It's okay.
I'm Hugo.
I won't tell anyone.
Oh, okay, all right.
Oh,
I
for
don't
heaven's
believe
sake. You could have just come in.
I was just trying to be tactful, after all, sis.
That's quite all right. Oh, Hugo.
I can't take my eyes off the picture
What?
in the bottom
Still,
left there.
You know, mother's lock of hair.
What?
I know.
I can't.
how much you miss mother,
I can't
but
focus
you
on
can't
anything
carry
other
that
than
thing
that
around forever.
afro and beard combo.
Shut up! What do you mean, that thing? How could you say something like that? It's not as though I'm doing anything wrong.
I'm sorry. That didn't come out quite right, but...
You're the one who's being weird, changing the subject as soon as it gets a little thorny.
Hugo.
It's your fault. You ought to know that.
Hugo, Father can't be disturbed.
I know.
I should get going.
Yes, see you soon. I'm sorry it was so hectic around here. He's always like this. I just can't do a thing with him once he gets upset, so I just leave him alone when he's this way.
Hey, sis. Are you sure you just want to let him go like this?
Oh, stop that, Hugo.
Hugo's a little devil.
Well, here. Will you take it? Consider it a token of appreciation for all the stories you told me. I've had that ever since I was little.
He's an iPad kid.
Strange. When I touch it, I sometimes see a picture of this man in my head. He's not anyone.
He so
I met.
is.
He's much, much older, like my father's age. I have this sensation like he's patting me on the head.
What?
But it doesn't feel weird at all. Maybe I shouldn't have told you that. You must think I'm strange now.
No, of course not.
I've never told anyone about this. Well, anyway, take it.
Are you sure?
Yes, something to remember today by.
Good job, sis.
Hugo, stop eavesdropping.
Thank you, Margaret. See you.
Okay.
Got comb. Now what? Doing a little dance? Should I touch the comb? Yeah. He's like, what am I supposed to do with this shit? Okay, now... Can I use the digipad? I don't think I can. Oh, I can. I'm going to see Mr. Alfred and the others again. So I think that's the end of what I can do here in 1582, huh? I have no idea why I was just handed a flea comb. She gets, like, the feeling that a man is patting her on the head, not in a scary way, just, like, in a way. I mean, I guess the answer is we just go back. Unless we check out the town square a little bit. Very nice, very nice.
What do you want? A city map? I ain't got one. Move along now.
Okay. Oh, you know what? We have the city map. We got it in the future, remember? At the beginning. Because we went into the city hall and then they were like, hey, we're giving away old maps to celebrate something or other. Oh, okay. We want to go through this door. It's not openable. Neither is that door. Neither is this door. Okay. So what else can we do? What else can we do? Let's think. While also being mindful of the fact that we don't have a ton of time. It looks like we can't go to... It's a totally different town. Alchemist House, Church, Bake. Let's just go back. Let's go back. I think we found all we could find. Unless we happen to stumble upon Dana, but I'm not too sure. Okay. Nice crunchy snow sounds. Maybe we see the city hall here. While we got a little time. Am I going the right way? Yeah. Is this 1902? I don't think this is... It's probably the same. What do we got? Who's this?
Yes? Do you want to speak to me? Are you an acquaintance of Lord Alfred?
So
You
easy
do
to just
know
make
that he is
people
related
British
to
in
the
order
Lord
to
of the Manor.
equate them with
We're
being
quite
old.
close, you know. If you are looking for the home of dear Alfred, go up the hill.
We're quite
it's
close,
the mansion
you know.
with the tower. You can't miss it, dear.
I'm going out with Mother today.
I like this
Mother
kid's
knows quite a
vibes.
bit about Lord Alfred, you know.
It's like a ventriloquist
She
dummy
prides
come to
herself
life.
as a near and dear friend. It's a bit chilly, isn't it? I feel a tad sleepy.
Demonic Victorian puppet child. He looks like the kid in Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne. The kid that teaches you about the Magatama. What a good game. Man, Nocturne is so good. I think about it regularly. Shout out to GoatedQuest though. It's true. You just gotta stop for a second in order to stop the heavy breathing. If you stop for a second and then keep running, he regains his composure. Alright. What's up, Sibylla?
What is it?
Oh, nothing. Just came to talk, that's all.
Oh, you can go anywhere you like. That's nice. I always have to mind the baby, so I can't go outside to play. Besides, Father will be busy changing the house around from now on.
Is it pretty boring for you here, Sibylla?
Yes, just a little. Oh, don't tell Father. He'll worry, you see.
It's okay, I won't tell.
Ike's the perfect protagonist
Sibylla,
for
do you
this
like
game.
Cats? Kittens?
Yeah, I love kittens. Oh, are you gonna get me one?
I know someone who might be able to help. I'll ask him if you like.
Really? A kitty?
Okay, I'll bring you one soon.
He's gonna go to the future, grab a kitten, bring it back to the past, and give her... time traveling. Should we do that right now? Just for fun? Little side quest? We might as well. I have enough little time traveling nodes. I would need one more, because I could go there, then go back, and then I'd be stuck. Closed. Okay. Oh, he's probably upstairs.
I might as well turn back. There's nothing this way.
Maybe not. Ooh, bathroom check. Can't go into first-person view in the bathroom. That's a shame. Nice bathroom, though. Really nice bathroom, actually. I like it a lot. Okay. Kitchen. The kitchen that's never used. Looks just like your grandma's. Your grandma keeps a nice bathroom. Did I just come through this door? Yeah, I did. I did, didn't I? And then that was shut. Okay, so I don't believe Alfred is here right now. So I think it might be time traveling cat time. We'll get another thing. Don't worry. Don't worry. I know for a fact we'll get another one with the decorative towels and everything. Beautiful. I'm not concerned about getting another little time traveling node. How long until you get poisoned, Ike? Don't we have to be mindful of that? Does anybody remember the time of day that I got poisoned? Yeah, see, there's another one. It was dinner time? Well, it's 10 p.m. now. Was it not August 8th? Or April 8th? Is that running guy behind me? Yep, there he is. Man, you can hear his heavy breathing from a mile away, man. Maybe you need to take a break, dude.
I've seen you somewhere.
Alright, let's get a kitten. Then take the kitten back in time. Man, this is the best room in the game. This is the best building in the game. I'm excited to see what it's like as a library. Okay, here we go.
Hi, what can I do for you?
Well, I need a kitten.
You can take one? Great. Well, that's just wonderful. There, take the one sleeping in that basket. She's a nice cat.
I appreciate it.
Got kitten. Yeah, where are you storing it, dude? I love this song. I really love this song. The cat's ancestry is gonna be all messed up now? Ike clearly couldn't care less about, you know, ancestral connections. He has no interest. Look at it in the inventory? Sure, of course. I now have a cat. I should give it to someone who wants it. One more time, one more time. God, I love this game. Thank you, thank you. Where are we keeping the cat? Oh, the cat's right here. Cat's right there. Oh, we don't want to talk to him yet. We want to give her the cat. But good to know that he's right outside. Hey, Sibla.
Oh, you've got a kitten, haven't you? Show me, please. Oh, she's so soft. Can I really have her?
I promised, didn't I? Make sure you give her lots of love.
Hooray! Thank you!
Wow. Cute song, too.
Thank you for the lovely kitten.
So I wonder what this is gonna do to the...
She's so sweet.
to the whole course of the world.
I'm gonna get Kitty a nice collar.
Man, they really baked in a lot of... Alright, that's it. Alright, now... A little girl will be happy for a few years. That's true. That's true. Sometimes, you know, that's enough. Not everything needs to reverberate through
still
time.
not sure, you see.
You don't want to turn it into a museum?
Well, I thought about that, but I've got a lot of books, too. A library wouldn't be a bad idea either, don't you agree?
I think a library would be a good idea.
Okay, you've helped me make up my mind. A library it is.
Good stuff.
He's been procrastinating like this for a while. Talk it over with him, will you? Decide what to do with this place. I mean, really.
Yeah, we want it to be a library.
I'm still not sure, you see.
Don't you want to turn it into a library?
Well, I thought about it, but a museum is a good idea too. What do you think?
Library. And then we go back to our modern time.
Okay, you've helped me.
I'm a little confused because
the library it is.
The notebook isn't updated. The notebook is still saying that Margaret's waiting in the town square by the squire. But I mean, whatever. We're kind of on our own little trip right now. Yeah, we're just straight up adventuring. That's the, whole conceit of the genre. Okay, now I keep doing this, and then we gotta do the full run around when I could have just ran down that street. Let's check out the library. Everything's gonna be different. I want to get the guy a hit movie. This guy needs a hit so bad. We gotta go back to the 80s when he's a little kid. But I can't do, that's 1979. We could give him a hit. Maybe the cat's stuffed now? Whoa. Nancy. You're onto something. The Brum Library. Here we go. The fruits of our time-traveling labor. Different song. Cats. It's the same song with a different sound font. Still the eggs on the table. Good to see. Bathrooms. Not a great bathroom. The cat on the table was great. Let's do a little first-person cat on the table action. Ignore its shadow. Ignore its shadow. We'll just do that. That's cool that they switch the, the plucking. Look at all the cats everywhere, man. From a piano to like a harp. Eating crabs the right way. We're looking for slugs or whatever, right? I've got a lot of books too. Eating crabs the right way. I could make it a museum, but I have a lot of books about eating crabs. What'll happen to those? Alright. I guess we check in with Eckert. Say, excuse me, Eckert, do we have a book about slugs?
Anything else I can do for you?
No, not really.
No, we're looking for a book, Ike. Yes, there is something that you can do for me. We're looking for a specific book. the sea rabbit antidote. Ike! God damn it. Maybe it's a little too suspicious to ask about a poison antidote. Eating crabs the right way. Alright, can we find the right book? How do I can't, like... It's the only book it's letting me read is Eating Crabs the Right Way. I can't... I'm pressing X over and over on all these books. A picture book for cats. Okay. Cute. Not helpful. Maybe it's only where the ladders are? I don't know. So I can look at two books. I can look at a picture book for cats, and I can look at Eating Crab the Right Way. Is there another... Okay, we got a loading screen. That's helpful. Is being busy being happy? It's a big question. Taking walks for your health. True. I need to start doing that again. Alright, here we go. Sea hare poison. The female sea hare is very poisonous. The only way to survive poisoning is by taking the antidote. The person poisoned can only survive the number of days that the sea hare from where the poison was extracted had survived. The person poisoned can only survive the number of days that the sea hare from where the poison was extracted had survived. Okay, so if the sea hare lived for 3 days, then the person poisoned has 3 days to live. After that time period has elapsed, the person poisoned will die instantaneously. Among the various antidotes, the best one is that derived from the male sea hare. If this is used when one starts feeling the effects of the poison, he will soon start feeling the curing effects. However, this poison no longer exists in our time. It is unfortunate that we can no longer feel the effects of this antidote. Now what? The antidote seems to be, it is vital to drink it when the poison takes effect. Presently, no known antidote exists. That's all there is. No, there's clearly more than that, Ike, you dense motherfucker. There was way more than that. We gotta look at the antique comb and get this old man to start patting our head. How does the female sea hare poison exist if males no longer exist? Oh, we're going back to the 1500s. Her father sells medicine. I'll ask him about the antidote. Here we go. What if our murderer is also taking advantage of time traveling? And the murderer went back to the 1500s and got a hold of sea hare poison. The book makes it sound like females still exist, however. That's where I'm a little thrown off in this theory. Alright, where is the alchemist's house?
So, What brings you here today?
Is there something around here called a sea hare antidote?
What? What's the matter? Why do you need something like that?
Well...
It's here on the shelf. Help yourself.
Nice.
I won't tell Father.
Oh, so we just did it in the wrong order. I'm sure what they wanted us to do was learn about the antidote, go back in time, do all the Margaret stuff, and then get the antidote before we left. But we jumped. Did I just get a game over? Now we have to redo it all? How did I get... What happened?
Death teaches you how to live.
I suppose you're right, Ike. Now we have to do the chapter over again? Alright, time to marathon it. It is a good point. Death teaches you that you should just speed run through
already.
life.
I could use a little food. I guess being hungry is a sign that I'm still alive.
Please tell me I can skip these. I thought that I could skip
go to
these.
that place, the one with the fire.
We might have to watch them all. I hope we don't have to watch all of these. That would kill me. I mean, it wouldn't kill me. We'd be fine. But I thought that it persisted over a game over. Maybe I was wrong. Okay, we're going up to the bar, up there, so all the way north, and then west. I sure hope we don't have to watch them all again. Ba-da-ba-da-bum-bum. But not being able to skip that one is a stressful sign. This loading screen is so crazed. Yeah, we can't skip them. We can't skip them. Settle in, everybody.
Good evening. Please, have a seat over there.
I mean, it's either settle in,
what's good to eat around
or we call it right now and I do it on my
Meat's
own.
good,
Okay,
vegetables
alright, more
are
Ike
good.
time? Alright.
You don't have anything particular in mind? Well, why don't you try the special?
All right, I'll have that.
Coming right up. You're gonna love this.
I don't know why I just randomly died. I guess the timelines lined up and I died?
The science of alchemy has as its grail two great projects. One is the synthesis of the elixir of life, that which would free mankind from all ills of the body. The other is an amalgam, purely scientific in nature, the creation of a homunculus, an artificial life. Both require as their central ingredient a red stone, known as the Philosopher's Stone. The Philosopher's Stone? Wow, could that be... Here we shall briefly examine the life of Wolfgang Wagner, whose alchemical prowess was known throughout the region. Though born a farmer's son, he became the ward of wealthy kin after his prodigious intellect was recognized, and pursued studies in medicine and theology at university. Following this period, he seems to have made his living as an apothecary while pursuing the science of alchemy. However, what secured his lasting fame was no doubt the manner in which he met his end. Amid rumors of his engagement in an experiment of great magnitude and duration, Dr. Wagner's house was shaken by a thunderous explosion, and the alchemist himself was never seen again. It is often said that a no more fitting end could have been imagined for a
Here it
magus such
comes.
as he.
So we wouldn't have known that it was the sea hare.
That sounds kind of suspicious.
Here you are.
If it wasn't for the homunculus. The homunculus told us that the sea hare poison is what poison does. Which is interesting. Just something to think about.
Hello, Ike. How are things going? Have you found anything out? That's an interesting book you have there.
Want to look at it?
Please, don't shove that
The
near me.
pentagram-like thing.
I don't like the symbol on the cover.
What, this? You don't like this pentagram kind of thing?
I love
You're
him.
a little strange.
I love him.
Of course I am. In any case, I know the contents of that book. Dr. Wagner, who is mentioned in the book, had a daughter, and she's a very significant figure to you.
What? Like she's one of my ancestors?
Ancestress?
But you see, the digipad is drawn to that age because of the link, whatever it is. Please, don't forget the red stone. I'm looking for it.
Yeah. He planted that seed in Ike's mind.
Getting your hands on it will be a step towards avoiding your own death as well. Remember that, Ike.
Hey, I need more. Gone again. This is a really one-sided kind of relationship.
How soon do I die?
Me,
Do I
the
even...
age this book talks about.
Do I even get a
What's
chance
the
to see
connection?
what time? No, I don't.
What the... Oh, am I tired or something?
So how was I supposed to know? A bit past 8:30. But I was like, it was already like 11. Maybe it'll say... He said at the very beginning I should get dinner. It's a bit past 8:30. Yeah, you're right.
What?
It was poison, probably from a sea hare. It uses the female of a type of sea slug as the basic raw material. You can control the rapidity of the effect and the intensity of symptoms by how you blend it. I'd say that was the culprit, but you'll need to look into the details yourself. Why don't you try the library? Oops. I guess it's the art museum now. See you around.
I guess it's the art museum now? What does that mean?
So I like the parallel time. That time still keeps going in the modern day when you're in the past. But is there a signifier that says what time your death will be? At any point? No. Because it's already 9:12. Right? So that's all I'm trying to figure out. Bill and Ted Time Travel Rules? Or Bill and Ted Time Travel Rules? Yeah. The clock's always ticking. I like it. I like that the clock is always ticking. I haven't seen Bill and Ted in eons. But I like that the clock is always ticking. I just don't know what time I'm going to die. I wish that was always prominent, right? If that was prominent, I'd be fine. Like, you have this much time left, right? But it seems as though it's not that. Bogus Journey. I had Bogus Journey. We had like a 2-for-1. You know, it might have like... Alright, let's go... Let's just do it in the order that we were doing it before. I think I got like Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey as well as some other movie in like a double pack-in at a like fast food restaurant or something like that. They gave away Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey.
to think of it, she said her father did research. He may be this Dr. Wagner. They may have some sort of a link to me.
We got it on DVD. I don't know what the circumstance was, but I got like a weird copy of Bogus Journey. You got a Backstreet Boys VHS from Burger King in the 90s? Yeah, I don't know how I got it. We had a motorhome, and my sister and I used to watch Excellent Adventure in the motorhome on a tiny little, like this big CRT. We would play Animal Crossing and watch Bill and Ted.
Is this Dr. Wagner's house?
Oh, so you knew him, did you? Well, anyway, you'd best not stick your nose in, or you'll be cursed too. See if you don't.
I haven't. Did you watch that George Carlin documentary yet? I've heard it's really good.
So, this was Dr. Wagner's place.
I've heard like really high recommendation, high praise for it, but I haven't seen it yet. You haven't heard of it? They just released a Carlin documentary. I forget the name. I think it might be HBO. I could be way off on that. Look it up. It just came out like in the past couple of weeks. Hi, I need some meat.
What? Looking for meat?
George Carlin's American Dream,
You're
yeah.
kind of cute. I'll tell you what. You can have the scrap meat over there for free.
It is HBO. Oh, it's a show. Oh, I didn't realize it was a show. Unless it's the two-part doc. Yeah, it looks like it's completely released on May 20th and May 21st. Yeah, I've heard very, very, very good things. I was telling you about it, Mushroom Lantern. Or you asked about, like, podcast recommendations, and I was like, yo, check this out. I listened to Insert Credit, which is a podcast, with three people four, I guess, people from the video game industry. Frank Cifaldi, who is the head of the Video Game History Foundation, and so he preserves old game media, you know, magazines and old cartridges, and his whole thing is about preservation, like an art preservationist. Tim Rogers, who is like long form, I guess, essayist, if you will, critic, however you want to call Tim Rogers, life blogger, whatever you want to call him. And Brandon Sheffield. Brandon Sheffield is a developer for Necrosoft and also worked on like Skullgirls. But Brandon Sheffield is the one that recommended this George Carlin's American Dream. One interesting detail of Carlin, what is it? I don't know much about Carlin at all. I've never listened to a Carlin special. Minky Moo made popcorn. I can smell it. I'm jealous of it.
Why are you here?
Who are you?
Who are you? One of his specials that was released posthumously, recorded on September 9th and 10th, 2001. Oh wow, that is crazy. Did you see the Norm Macdonald? It was called I Kinda Like It When a Lot of People Die. Oh no. Did you see the Norm Macdonald special? I gotta get another, So they decided to delay it a bit. Understandable. Speaking of 9/11 releases, I listened to The Blueprint today. Jay-Z's The Blueprint. Incredible album. Incredible album. Okay, I need a little time traveling. Here's one. Okay, now we go back 2 years, and we do all the stuff with Margaret. We'll be alright. Alright, from here, we are going right here. Pretty easy. Yeah, I should watch a car. Is there like a de facto first Carlin stand-up? Like, maybe I just go in order, I guess. But as I was saying, Norm Macdonald, speaking of posthumous specials, Netflix released a Norm Macdonald special.
Is that you, Hugo?
That was recorded just in his living room.
Whoever you are, I want you out. How did
without
you
an audience. Supposed to be good.
Excuse me, but are you Dr. Wagner?
Yes, that is.
It is out. The Norm special is out.
Wow, say, is that for your research into the homunculus?
Someone has been telling you things you ought not to know. Is it Hugo?
For anybody that's just popping in, if you're just popping in and seeing me not pay attention to this text, we've already seen it all. I just died. And I had to restart the chapter, and I can't skip it now. So.
Well, if you say so. Excuse me, but I must ask you to leave now. And if you can, forget about what you saw in this room, please.
That Berserk news is crazy. While we're just thinking of things to talk about, I just like jumped from posthumous to Berserk.
What did you say? You mean that you have it?
Well,
really
no,
crazy.
I don't know if it's the
and
one.
I think it's being,
but I have seen a stone, a red
you know,
stone.
handled in the right way.
Should you gain possession of it, allow me a small amount.
Did you read both of those notes? There's the note from the publisher as well as the note from the guy who is I didn't read the one shot yet. No. But that's the guy that's heading up the production of Berserk, who's continuing it.
Who are you?
Hi. Sorry if I startled you.
Aren't you?
And so I think it really comes from a place of
looking for someone,
yeah,
weren't you? Quite a while ago. It's
real
been some
support.
time. Did you find
Cool.
whoever it was?
No, not yet.
You're still looking? I'm impressed. Hasn't it been at
I think
least
it's interesting.
2
I
years?
think it's really cool.
Well, I tried
The
finding
note
out
was
too,
very much like, hey,
but I didn't have any luck.
you guys have to understand
I'm
we've
sorry.
known this guy for,
But a lot
you know,
happened to us right after
however
you
many
came.
years.
Mother
He
passed
never
away.
wrote it out specifically what he wanted, but
Oh yes.
we've had these conversations.
Hugo's
We
still
know
at
that this
school.
is what
He
he
started
would
this year, and he's
want
gotten serious
with regards
about
to it to
learning.
continue. And also, we're going to try our hardest to honor his legacy. And, but just
I
know,
shouldn't just make you
like,
listen
they were,
to
like,
me
very
talk.
upfront about the fact that it's, like,
I'm
you know,
sorry.
it's not like he wrote out everything.
What brings you here today?
Oh, I just needed to talk to your father, but I'm all done now.
Oh, I see.
Which I think is the best way to do it, if you're going to do it.
My ancestress?
What?
As opposed to, like, overinflating your own self-importance. Like, there's a level of, like, you know,
Sorry, I was just, I mean... I
modesty
didn't mean
and
to-
understanding that it's a little
guess I'll be
weird
going
to
now.
the whole thing, right?
Huh?
Like,
You're
they're
going
upfront
already?
about that,
Why don't you just stay a while?
which is appreciated.
You can tell me about the future and things. Please.
So everyone thinks I'm from the future after all.
Well, Hugo's the only one who says so.
Oh, we're telling her
and
again. I'm
nobody
going to
else
do everything
believes
in
it.
the same order.
Except me, that is. It's more interesting that way, don't you think? So,
Yeah.
tell me, what is it like in your time?
But we have to do this whole
okay
thing,
then.
and we have to do the walk, and we have to
Good.
see
Oh, I
Dana
have some
run
things to
away,
deliver, so
and
I'll
then
walk with you.
grab her again, and then do it. So, I mean, we're kind of in it for the long haul. I'm like, part of me is like, should I just call this stream and just have it set up for the next chapter next time? But
There's someone, a friend of mine called Mr. Eckert. In my time, he's a director of an art museum.
Yes, and?
You're enjoying it? All right.
Well, I met Mr. Eckert's great-grandfather about 100 years in the past, and you won't believe how alike they look. The face and hair.
Yeah, that's
they're both
true.
pretty young, but the hair.
You mean a little thin?
Did you
maybe
catch
like
that
the
Hugo
Squires?
is
And I mean in
eavesdropping?
the same way. You know, on the
They
top.
just showed him for a second
I guess
in
that
the
sort of
alley.
thing's in the blood.
Yeah, come to think of it, they both had a daughter. Oh.
Yeah, that's
What is it?
2001. Kingdom Hearts
Well,
did the
Mr.
same
Eckert
thing.
said his daughter, she's gone.
You mean something happened to her?
Yeah.
The
a crime of
PSP
some
version
sort.
allows you to save at any
But, like,
time
20 years ago.
and allows you to skip the cutscenes.
And the funny thing
I
is,
do know
it
that.
seems like he's still waiting for her to come back.
I see. I guess that happens. It's like Hugo not being able to forget Mother. Family ties are strong, aren't they?
And they are skippable
Say, it's gotten dark already.
on a
Sorry if I
replay.
kept
Not at all.
Supposedly.
I enjoyed the conversation. Oh, here we are. Will you wait a second?
So like when we have a game clear and we reboot it as like a new game plus, every cutscene that we've already seen is skippable. And that was in the interviews with Kawano. Because she was like, I want everybody to see all the endings. That's my view of completing the game. If you just do one ending, you're like, you know, experiencing an unfinished story. Unskippable cutscenes are a curse I'm glad we're moving from. Yeah, I suppose I understand. I think people that skip all cutscenes all the time are a little weird. Like, I'm just in it for the gameplay.
What's the matter?
I mean, to each their own,
But she
but
looked like her.
That girl you've been looking for?
if you've never seen
Yes,
something
but I
before,
lost
I think
sight of her.
taking it in as a whole
Maybe
thing
it wasn't
is
even
important.
her.
Well, I need to go home now. Is that all right?
Of course.
Is that all right?
Sorry about that.
It's okay. But you really are from a different world altogether, aren't you?
Well...
Don't worry. I won't tell anyone about the things you've told me. Not that anyone would believe me anyway.
Avid speedrun watcher?
Thank you.
Yeah.
It would be better if you could. I don't think I should be leaving anything behind in this age. Not just actual things, but talking about stuff too, like I just did.
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, like, suppose I were to kill someone in this age.
That's a terrible thing to say.
Oh, bad example?
Yes.
Well, anyway, if that person were supposed to live till 100 and have lots of kids and grandkids, but if I interfere with his life at this point, those kids and grandkids will never be born, and all their descendants in my time will just disappear. Do you get that?
Yes, I think so.
So the more I interfere with the past, the more the future will change. It may not be as serious as that example I just used, but anything I do here could affect the future.
Nice. I'm confused because remember we died when we
quite
loaded the
understand
save, and we were able to skip those earlier
sleep on
cutscenes when we reloaded
Your
the
age is very interesting
chapter
to me.
3 cutscene. I
I
don't know
wish I
why
could
we can't
see
skip
it.
these.
It's nothing
Because we
exciting.
could before, remember?
Kind of boring, really.
Because we did
But I
like
still want to
the
see what it's
midway.
like. I don't know why,
reset.
but I feel such a strong pull towards it. Won't you take me to your time?
No, I can't do that.
Maybe the game has
It's
to
not
like
possible. The
bank
future will
the
change.
fact that it.
After all, you're my...
Huh?
Here we go.
You're what?
Maybe the game has to bank the fact that it, saw these cutscenes, so I should be quitting out and using the continue thing more often, just so that on the off chance we die, at the very least we can skip the cutscenes. Like, maybe that's something that we should just do, like, habitually, you know? Because when we rebooted, like, the continue thing, died, and had to replay all of Chapter 3, we were able to skip all those, even though we loaded the Chapter 3. I don't know. Here we go. I just loaded. I didn't have
say something really important?
like a checkpoint
What?
load.
I couldn't hear you.
Because you only get the checkpoint loads if you quit out in the middle of a chapter. If you go to the digipad and say quit game, it'll give you like a save state sort of like spot where you were that you can only load one time, and then it deletes itself.
It's not as though I've looked up whether I'm descended from you or not. But you should
And
forget
that
about
probably
me and live
banks,
a regular life
you know,
here
everything
in
that
this
you
world.
already saw. So we should be doing
I
that.
see. An ancestress, huh? That's how you see me. I thought...
I think that would solve the problem.
Well, never mind. It doesn't matter.
I didn't mean...
I'm sorry if I've been a bother. I was out of line.
Margaret.
But yeah, unskippable cutscenes, like on a second and third time. Like as I was saying with Kingdom Hearts, I have like
I was born here.
Kingdom Hearts
And someday I shall marry someone and have children.
monologues.
Grow old and die. And it's all been decided already, hasn't it?
Ingrained in my
child will have a
head from the
child,
end of that
then
game
that
as a
child
kid.
Too, and all the way at the end of that repetition is you. That's what you mean. And if I were to break away from my time right now, you would never be born.
Yeah, the heart may be weak,
Something like that,
and sometimes it
I
may
can't
even
be
give
sure.
in.
I don't have any memory
But
of my
I'm sure
parents,
that
so
deep down, there's a light that never
I
goes out.
understand. Don't worry.
I heard that
I'm
so
alright.
many times as a kid.
You'll come over again, won't you?
It's either
To
I'm
tell
sure,
me
I
these
know, I don't
dangerous
remember.
things. That's allowed, isn't it?
I will. So see you again soon.
Come, Guardian. Submit! Alright. Now, from here... It's Hugo time.
Oh, Hugo.
Hugo's about
Did
to
you
have
just get back?
his iPad kid temper tantrum.
No, I heard everything. I didn't mean to be a snoop, but it didn't seem like I could just walk in.
I'm gonna go run to the bathroom.
It's okay. Don't tell anyone.
I'll be right back.
For heaven's
I'll be right back. I have to go to the
you
bathroom.
could've just come in.
I was just trying to be tactful, after all, sis.
That's quite all right. Oh, Hugo,
What?
are you still, mother's lock of hair?
What?
I know how much you miss mother, but you can't carry that thing around forever.
Shut up! What do you mean, that thing? How could you say something like that? It's not as though I'm doing anything wrong.
I'm sorry, that didn't come out quite right, but...
You're the one who's being weird, changing the subject as soon as it gets a little thorny.
Hugo.
It's your fault. You ought to know that.
Hugo, Father can't be disturbed.
I know.
I should get going.
Yes, see you soon. I'm sorry it was so hectic around here. He's always like this. I just can't do a thing with him once he gets upset. So I just leave him alone when he's this way.
Hey, sis. Are you sure you just want to let him go like this?
I'm back. I'm back. I see that we've been honking. I see we've been doing a bit of honking.
Well, here. Will you take it? Consider it a token of appreciation for all the stories you told me. I've had that ever since I was little.
Oh, here we go. I want to...
It's strange. When I touch it,
I feel a little man
sometimes
patting
see a
on my
picture
head.
of this man in my head. He's not anyone I've met. He's much, much older, like my father's age. I have this sensation like he's patting me on the head, but it doesn't feel weird at all. Maybe I shouldn't have told you that.
Disbelief, hi! How are you? Thank you so much for the sub.
You must think I'm strange
Welcome, welcome,
now.
welcome, welcome, welcome.
No, of course not.
I've never told anyone about this.
We,
Anyway, take it.
Are you sure?
This is Shadow of Destiny. It's a
Something to
PlayStation
remember
1
today by.
adventure game.
Good job, sis.
We did all this already.
Stop
We
eavesdropping.
died, and the
Thank you,
cutscenes are unskippable.
See you.
So, we're like semi-actively watching as we play through this, but we can't, there's nothing I can do, so we just have to, yeah. So some very PS1 stuff. So we're just honking around and having a good time. Alright. Okay, this is good. Now, you know what? Let's quit out. Let's do the quit out. End game. Save. Right? And it'll save our little continue slot here. Quits us out. We go back. Continue. And I love the way that that comes in. So much. Data will be erased after bin loaded. So, we can't, you know, reuse that, but it gives you like a save state. But it doesn't let you save scum, which is really interesting. They accounted for that. They did not want you to save scum. So it's a self-destructing save state. Alright, now we're going here. The, as I said, the PSP version allows you to save scum. Supposedly. Okay, we want to go up here. Do we want to do the cat little side quest again? Should we do that? Do we want to redo that whole thing? We might as well. Let's do it all. Please, cat? Alright, alright, alright. Okay, alright, cool. Perfect. Yeah, so this little girl... So, here's the story, Disbelief. We are a time-traveling himbo who really doesn't understand what's going on and doesn't understand the implications of time travel and its like reverberating effects. And so this little girl is all bummed out. And watch his solution.
Oh, nothing. Just came to talk, that's all.
Oh, you can go anywhere you like. That's nice. I always have to mind the baby, so I can't go outside to play. Besides, Father will be busy changing the house around from now on.
Is it pretty boring for you here, Sibylla?
Yes, just a little. Oh, don't tell Father. He'll worry, you see.
It's okay, I won't tell. Hey, Sibylla, do you like cats? Kittens?
Yeah, I love kittens. Oh, are you gonna get me one?
I know someone who might be able to help. I'll ask him if you like.
Really? A kitty?
Okay, I'll bring you one soon.
So the catch is that the person that he knows is 100 years into the future. So his plan and what he does goes 100 years into the future, talks to the guy who has a litter of kittens, brings the cat into the past. She is such a nice little girl. She really is. I do this every time. We don't have to do all that. We just got to do this. Truly the most elaborate method of cat acquisition. Yeah, that's kind of Ike Cush's whole thing. But you gotta love him. Okay. Thoughts on this song? Thoughts on this song? This is the one. But pay attention, it's piano. And then when we make the switch and turn this place into a library, it becomes a harp. Here we go.
Hi, what can I do for you?
Well, I need a kitten.
You can take one? Great. Well, that's just wonderful. There, take the one sleeping in that basket. She's a nice cat.
I appreciate it.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Eckert. Now, so if you look around this place, this is the art museum. And it's nice. It's really nice. Like here, I'll go into one of the rooms with some art in it. Okay, here's a nice shot. The town streets. Okay, but now let's look. If we go back in time, we give the girl her cat, and then we tell the owner who's thinking about turning the place into an art museum, if we go like, yo, maybe there should be a library instead. And then we go back to the future, watch what happens. It's pretty cool. Let's do this first.
I'm still not sure, you see.
You don't want to turn it into a museum?
Well, I thought about that, but I've got a lot of books, too.
And we want it to be a library.
A library wouldn't be a bad idea either, don't you agree?
Because we need a book to find out how to get the antidote for the poison because we got murdered in the future. And so we're doing all of this elaborate hoop jumping so that we can make it a library so that in the present day we can read the book on the antidote and find out how to not die. Grab this. Talk to her. Oh, I'll show you the... I now have a cat. I should give it to someone who wants it. Alright.
Oh, you've got a kitten, haven't you? Show me, please. Oh, she's so soft. Can I really have her?
I promised, didn't I? Make sure you give her lots of love.
Hooray! Thank you!
So now, we get out of the way of people. We teleport back to, I guess time travel, not teleport. Back to modern day. So we told the guy, the bald guy, that we wanted it to be a library and not an art museum. And we gave the girl the kitten. So now, We're way more efficient this time. We've got so much more time than we did last time. Time to read how to eat a crab properly, yeah. Because we made those shifts, it's no longer a piano. And look it. Oh. But it's not just there. This became a total cat person house. Stand by. We got cats in the kitchen, cat on the table. We got cats in the hallway. They're everywhere. So now, I'm not going to go look at the crab book. There's a book that's called How to Eat a Crab Properly inside this museum, inside this library. It's become a total party house. Exactly. Okay. Feeling the effects. Now we're all set to go back to the 1500s and get the antidote. Would love if my town library would adopt a cat, would make the library so much better. That would be cool. Now we go back here. All right, we're all caught up. We're all caught up. Perfect. Have you seen there's an I Think You Should Leave, Lily? Am I missing the, is the total party house and I Think You Should Leave? Oh, a Wordle, but with I Think You Should Leave related words? What's the first one? Table? How long until table is one of the... If it's not already. Oh, the Garfield. That's one of my least favorites. I can't lie to you. Like once the gag of a Garfield house is shown, it just runs out of steam fast for me. Where's the... Okay, it's this way. Okay, here we go.
So, what brings you here today?
Is there something around here called a sea hare antidote?
I love Ike
What's
so
the
much.
matter? Why do you need something like that?
Well...
It's here on the shelf.
Alright, now
Help
this is
yourself.
it. We're all caught up.
I won't tell Father.
Because she gave us this, and we immediately died. If we don't immediately die,
You're welcome.
we're doing alright. And we just drop dead right there. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to do another quick quit. Wait. What am I waiting for? I'm not going to take it yet. I'm not going to take it yet. I'm just doing the quick quit so that we don't have to do all those cutscenes again. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. But, like, we felt the symptoms and immediately died. He was like, oh, I'm starting to feel tired, and then dropped. So I like the system to go anti... What's up, Hugo?
You wish to speak to my father?
Not really.
Yes?
Alright, we're all set. How about just not eating at the bar? He's so hungry, though. He's so hungry. Have you ever been so hungry? Alright. It probably won't let you use it at the wrong time, too. Like, that should be... that's probably the case, too. Yeah, he's like the hungriest he's ever been right now. Is everything alright, Ike? Yeah, I'm just the hungriest I've ever been.
Oh.
Yeah, look at this. Antidote made from the male sea hare. Take it, Ike. And just like that. Oh, not the comb. What does the comb have to do with anything? Save. All right. Chapter 6. I think this is where we call it. Before we even watch the cutscene, because we'll load from chapter 6 and we'll watch the first cutscene. Thank you so much for hanging out while I redid chapter 5 twice without being able to skip the cutscenes. What a tease! Hey, you gotta keep everybody hooked for next week somehow.